supposed to be a mermaid halter top. You should tie it like this. Oh, my hair. Like this, and here it is. Like this. It's missing a button here at the back. But I think back then I didn't like it because it didn't offer so much support. But then I just look at the mirror, and then I think that if there's like this fabric that it's unnecessary, so I think I will do it like this, and I mean to give it more shape, like this. Yes, like this. Yes. And I'm not sure if I really like having this mesh, like picot, I don't know, mesh in the side. I don't know. Like, what do you think? I really like this shape in here, but I didn't like that it doesn't brings a lot of support to your boobs like this. But probably it's because this is a very cheap acrylic yarn, so maybe that's why it's not that flattering. So maybe if I try with another yarn, I don't know which one, but I'll just think about it. Like, it could bring like more support, and also maybe like a thinner, maybe I will use a thinner hook for it to be like, instead of more lacy and open, but more like the stitches get more tighter and it is less flimsy. But I will decide it later. So for this one also, I don't want to finish this exact piece. I think the idea is it's very nice, and I think also I don't really want to work on this piece anymore. I will just save it just for references, because I absolutely love the idea now that I like, you know, I stepped away probably a couple of years already, but the idea, I think it's very nice and very flattering. So I just have to find another way for this top to be more supportive on your boobs and also to be wearable, right? Because we don't want you to have this top to be loose, or maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'll just keep it for future reference. But after I finish that other top, I think I'll for this exact piece I will just forget and use the yarn for another thing, or give it away, or I don't know. But I will just keep this one just for future references. In this other box, for this, I don't know. I have to be honest, I don't know what I wanted to do with this. I think the answer is clear. I just forgot the yarn and start a new project because I have no idea what I wanted to do with this. So I'll just keep it here. And for this one, although I wanted to make a hat with this one, and I really like the color working for this little circle. I don't think I have the inspiration to continue with these two colors, especially because I only have a white color and I don't have enough of this like blue mint color. So I think I'll just skip, like pass for this one. I don't want to work on this anymore at this time, especially because that I will just make my life easier. Because if I continue with this and then I run out, which I absolutely won't do, because I don't have any more left of this mint color, so I will get rid of it, and then I'll have to go to the yarn store and get more of this yarn. And what about if they don't carry the color or the brand anymore, or color is different, you know, by lot? And yes, so I'll just get rid of it and then decide if maybe I'll keep the fabric for another thing, or maybe I'll donate the fabric, I mean the circle, I don't know. I'll just keep it here. And then for this one and this one, this I don't have the energy to work on plant hangers at this moment, and not for this one. Like, I think these are well, this supposed to be plant hangers. I really got obsessed like a year ago or something with plant hangers, but I don't have the energy for this anymore. So yes, I don't want to work on this right now, so I will just get rid of the yarn. I will just frog it and then build a cake with it, and then get rid of it in some way. So I don't want this one. And then in this other box, what we have is this top. I really liked the idea of this top at the beginning, because for me, I wanted to make this like a flower bot top, and I think the idea is there, but what I don't like about it is that it's so flimsy and very heavy, right? Because the loops adds weight to the cup or to the top, so instead of bringing support to your body, it makes heavier this part. So yeah, it doesn't bring support in any way, in any sense, and yeah, I think it's very flimsy. Also, I really like the idea. I think I will continue with the idea, but with a different pattern, and also because the strips, like, yeah, like the curtains in here doesn't offer any like security that it will stay in its place, because it moves a lot, and I really like the idea. I think the idea is there. Like, if I tell you that it's a rosebud top, you will believe me, because it really looks like it, but I don't like the construction of the fabric, and not the shape, the construction of the top itself. So I think I will just start from scratch. I will just unravel it, frog it, and then decide how to continue, because I really like the idea. So I will stay with the idea, but follow a different path. And then for this one, this is supposed to be a top, but I think I screwed it up. Well, not screwed it up, but I don't want to work on this anymore. I think I wanted it to be like, like a very girly top, but this was like kind of one of my first attempts to make like a bigger piece other than a hat and crochet hangers, crochet plain hangers and sort kind of things. And this supposed to be a cup for your bra. Also, it doesn't have any shape. It's just a triangle, not like another cup that I have around somewhere in here. It's not like, for example, this cup, well, this piece that really resembles a cup, because it gives a shape to the body. You look like this. This is just a triangle, so no, I will not follow with this project. Also, because it doesn't have any shape. It's just like random assorted of fabric, like in different shapes. No, I don't see a project in here. I will just frog the yarn and start another project, or I don't know, because also I'm trying to move from synthetic threads to more natural fibers. This one, it's acrylic, so I don't have to decide, but of course I will not continue with this project. And then this was supposed to be like a bra I wanted to make, but then guess what? My local yarn store, like Michael's, got discontinued this this velvet yarn from this exact brand and this color. So I already had like the 2 cups already, but then when I started working on the vest with this, and also with this yarn, I don't know why, I tried to make 2 two projects with the same skein of yarn. I needed more yarn to finish the vest because I think I wasn't getting more inspiration to finish this bralette, so I just told myself like, oh, let's change the project because I really like the texture of this velvet yarn and also the colors. I love them, so why don't we change, like, well, me change from project and start a new one. And then at that time I was missing some yarn to finish the front panel, so I had to get rid of one of the cups, and so I only have this one left, but I don't think I will ever find this this color again in this for this brand house, for this yarn house. So maybe it's time just to forget and try a simple and small project for this little amount of yarn. I don't know, I will just put it here because I don't want to store it anymore. This one is more like this was more like also like a mermaid bra. It doesn't give much shape to the body, I think, and it's quite a loose. Yeah, I don't think I really liked it. And also, like, the composition for me, like in my mind, this stripes in here will make totally sense, but right now I don't know if I like it. I have to go and check in the mirror if I like it or if I should continue with it. But I think at this moment I'm thinking I'm gonna get rid of it, in the sense that I will frog the yarn and start another project with this yarn, because this yarn is very soft. I think it's a blend of cotton and acrylic, and I really like how it feels, how soft it feels, but I don't think it's the best fit for this piece, specifically this piece, because I don't know. What do you think? Would you keep it? I have to look at the mirror. Oh, and also another reason why I didn't like it, it's because at the back we have this, like this shape. In my mind, it was going to enhance the piece, but right now that I see it, it's like, there's not much happening there. I think it's unnecessary, this thing. It doesn't add up, it's just flimsy. Didn't like it at the end, so I don't know. I think, yes, I think I will just get rid of it. I don't want to continue with this, also because back then I was learning how to match two pieces of like crochet together, so I made my best, but I think it didn't work. It looked terrible like this. I don't like it. So yeah, I think today, right now, I'm saying that I'm gonna unravel and use the yarn for another project, but let's see in the future. Let's see if I stay attached with this idea, or if I change my mind. I'll keep you updated. So for now, this one goes to this stash of unfinished projects that I will not finish. This one, it's just like a stripe, right? It's easy peasy thing. This one's supposed to be like a spring scarf, like this. This is bamboo, so it's very soft. This is supposed to be like this very chic, how do you say, scarf? Very chic and light scarf. But then in here, like at the end, I wanted it to give like a touch, like give it a detail of something like special, but I don't know. I continued adding what I like. The pattern here, it's like dots or cells, like this, and then I continued like giving it a touch with this, with squares, like, you know, like one double crochet and then chain one, skip one double crochet, chain one, skip one, like that, you know, that kind of pattern. But I didn't really like it, so I had to frog that part, and yes, and move away. But right now I don't know if I want to make some waves or something. I think I might visit my yarn, my stitch dictionary, or some of the books that I have there, to see if there's like an ending that I like it and that will fit with this with the main stitch. But this is bamboo, so it's very soft. I think it works really well for like this kind of piece that will be close to your face and around to your neck. So I think it's really nice and very comfy. So I will save it for later, because I think at this point it's easier just to finish like this amount than getting rid of everything, and I think there's nothing wrong with it. So I really like it. I will just save it for later. Kisses. And then we have this other piece. I think this is the larger piece that I have on my unfinished projects. But on my defense, I have to say that this was the backside of the vest that I was just talking about. So for that one, I wanted I started with velvet yarn with this kind of yarn. Both are velvet, but this is thinner and this is like more chunky. So I like, I think Michaels discontinued or stopped working with this yarn. I can't remember the details. I will put the details here on the screen, but stopped working with this specific brand of yarn, and now they only carry this one. So back then I thought it was like for the front panel, like the front panel doesn't have to match the exact colors or the exact type of yarn. So I said, okay, I will try with this chunky yarn in this deep blue, navy blue, because I think it will be nice to have this contrast of colors and also like a chunkier texture in the back. But then I just didn't like how it assembled all together. I don't know why. But then what I did is that on my trip to Mexico, I ordered some of this other velvet yarn for it to arrive to my home in Mexico, mainly because I didn't want to spend, well, not to spend, but to add weight or space to my luggage. So that's why I ordered it to arrive to Mexico from Amazon in Mexico, of course. And it was a win-win because it arrived just a couple days earlier than me. So I could finish that vest that was to be for me, but I think it was too short for my liking, and also I'm a little bit chubby now, so it wasn't like the perfect fit for myself. So I ended up giving it to my mom, and I think the final piece worked all together and I really like it. So at the end I have this piece of back panel of a vest. So I don't think I really enjoyed working with chunky yarns. I just discovered that I didn't like, or that I don't like working with chunky yarns. So I think I will just unravel this piece, like frog it, and then decide what to do with it. But what I know is that this is an unfinished project I don't longer want to work with, because the easiest thing will be like to create to make it a front panel for, because I already have the back panel, right? But this is something that brings me joy, so I will just let it go. And then this one, in this bag I have pieces for my Cozy Loopy socks that are just waiting to sew together. I think I just match them together, but I never sew them together like this, you can see. So I think it's easier if I just sit and yes, and sew together these pieces because I just started. So here it is. The pattern is already on my Etsy shop. You can download it from there. And yes. So this one I will keep it and finish it as soon as I can. There we go. Those are all my unfinished projects. So right now I only have a few projects that I will keep. Just for you to remember, I will just save the rainbow fanny pack. I will also save this halter, mermaid halter top, just for reference. I don't want to work on this specific piece. I will also save this one because I'm just missing some, like the ending details, and I will also save the cozy loopy socks that just need to be sewn together, and that's it. I will get rid of most of the projects that I once started, just for my mental peace and clear a little bit, or clear my space, because those projects were taking a lot of space and also of my mental health. So to go through all of them and remembering what happened with them and what was I thinking at that time, but it was also fun. And unexpectedly, I thought that I will get rid of this halter mermaid top, because I remember back then when I tried it, I didn't like the composition. For me, it was like this part was like very shrinking, and then I had to pull a lot for it to show off the texture of the stitch. But right now I am looking at it with different eyes and I really like it. But still, I am aware that there are some changes that I need to do and improvements, of course. So I will just save it to work on the pattern with a different yarn, and yes, and like more concentrating on what I'm doing. So I will just save it for future references. Stay tuned, because I might make a pattern of it. So thank you so much for joining me